So, guys, let's talk about some of those skills that are really important for you to learn before moving to a new country, right? So, this is something that people usually overlook. And on this video, I will be calling out and mentioning some of those skills that I think are really necessary for you to have as a skill set before moving to a new country, as these skills will really help you, integrate seamlessly and also save you a lot of cost and time while you're trying to navigate through a new country. Keep watching. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and also share with your friends. So the first thing I want to talk about is the communication part, right? So if you're moving to a country where English is not the first language, or the first language tree is not the same as the one which you're coming from, then please do yourself well to get familiar, or get some basic knowledge of the language of that country which you're going into, because it's going to help you a lot, especially if you would be all by yourself in this country without having maybe like friends or something. Then it makes sense for you to learn the language. And yeah, there are a couple of tools which you could already use to get familiar with most of those foreign languages, like I think Duolingo, etc. And just check online, you will find some materials on that. The next one is actually handy skills and DIY home skills. So basically, if you the type of person that know how to do fix things by yourself, like assemble furnitures, maybe when your sink in the kitchen clogs, you can actually, work it out. That's a very good skill that you should never underestimate, because most times when you move into those foreign countries, it could be really expensive to get like handy people to come fix things at your home. So if you're someone who's really good with this type of things, then it's a plus. If you're not, then it makes sense to maybe start getting your hands, dirty a little bit. Try to learn how to do these things, learn how to assemble furnitures, learn how to, do a little bit of plumbing work and the like, so you don't have to spend hundreds of euros just to call someone into your house to fix something for like 2 3 hours, right? So this is also really good. Third skill I would really mention that people usually ignore is the digital skills and office skills. So learn how to use basic digital tools like Microsoft Excel, Microsoft Word, Google Sheets, or the likes. Learn how to use these things, because most times if you're a student, for example, you will find yourself working a lot with spreadsheets, writing some papers and all that. So if you're someone who's not familiar with this type of tools, you might have challenges at the beginning. And yeah, also if you're someone who has like tech or technical skills and know how to code or program, or you have this type of in demand skills, it's still a good one for you, because you could easily get like gigs on some of these platforms where people need your support from. And if you don't have these skills, then you could already think about how you could start learning this type of skills. It will really go a long way for you and save you a lot of money, and also in some cases bring you some sort of income as side hustle. One of the skills that I would also like to mention would be here driving skills. Learn how to drive a car, please. If you're not coming from European country, it is really expensive. If you're the type that would still calculate and translate, or what's it called, converts your currency into foreign currency, or foreign currency into your local currency, it is really expensive to get a driving license in Europe as a whole, right? Especially in Germany. So if you could already learn how to drive, it is a plus. Even though you don't have the license, then just get yourself familiar with how or what it takes to drive, because if you have zero experience and then you come here, you want to start the process from scratch. The moment the teacher or whoever is going to be guiding you, or driving instructor, knows or feels that you're a complete learner, trust me, it's going to be extra money for you. You're just going to end up spending a lot of money. So please learn how to drive. And if you could already get the license, huge plus. I think in some African countries, for example, like South Africa, if you have a driver's license in South Africa, you could already just convert your South African driving license into German driving license here. So imagine that kind of thing. You've already saved a lot of money just by learning how to drive in your home country. And aside of the fact that you could easily convert, in some cases you could also take up some driving delivery job if you know how to drive already. So these kind of things could be really helpful and just bring inside money to your pocket if you don't have a job, and really help you sort of get along when you're just moving into the country. One skill I also want to mention is hair styling and making people's hair. By the way, this is not just for the ladies. As a guy, you could also learn how to make people's hair and even cut your own hair and even do it for other people. Because what I noticed is that for we Africans, for example, we're really picky when it comes to people who fix our hair, either as ladies or even as guys. So if you could, get this type of skill, it will help you personally. If you want to make your own type of hair, if you also want to provide this as service to people, you definitely going to make a lot from this. And yeah, so this is something that you could also think of. And if you're the type that already has a type of skill, then good for you. You just need to keep improving on it. And yeah, I think one other skill I want to also say, this one I take this one personal, because it's something that has really helped me. So learn how to cook. Learn how to cook. I just cannot overemphasize this, because if you're the type that is really used to your home food, then you really need to learn how to cook. Because if you don't, then what would happen is that you would have challenges actually finding the right restaurant that makes this type of food that you like. And aside of that, of course, your pocket is also going to feel it, no matter how rich you are. Of course, when you move to a new country, sometimes you want to also reduce your costs and your expenses. And I don't think it's a good way to go by just going out to eat like every day, right? So sometimes you also want to make out time to cook something, keep in the freezer or the fridge, and then just eat well and eat good. So learn how to cook. If you and this is not just for the ladies or whatever, this is for everybody, including guys, including the ladies and everyone. So learn how to cook. And those are the skills that I really think that are really useful and could really help you if you're moving to a new country. And overall, I think that these skills are really good for you to learn. The more you know how to do these things, the more independent you are. And when you're independent, then it makes your integration in a new country even much more seamless and easy for you. So let me know what you think on the comment section. If there's like some other skills that you think are really important in 2025 for people to learn to make their journey really smooth, put it on the comment section. And overall, if you have suggestion on what you think you want to see next, let me know in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, like, and also share with your friends, and keep an eye on this channel till we make the next video. See you on the next one. Ciao.